hi, Sedric. I was just going to read an extract from your new book, if that's okay. Good. Sedric and the Roman Holiday, Rampage, Chapter 2, in which Sergeant Hengist is friendly, which is a bit weird and worrying. After Rubella and Gert left, Sergeant Hengist arrived with Roger and Norman. They're guards who work for the Baron in the castle, and they're well nice. We waved a cheery hello to them, and Sergeant Hengist waved back, which was weird. He'd never done that before. "Right, you two," he said, being smiley and strangely unshouty for some reason. "I want you to lay these sacks all along the track leading from the village. We don't want his lordship's chariot getting stuck in the mud or anything, do we?" "No, Sarge," said Roger. "That would be a disaster, wouldn't it, Sarge?" agreed Norman. "Are you being sarcastic, Corporal?" said the sergeant. "Me? No, Sarge," said Norman. "I just meant you've been really looking forward to this holiday thing, haven't you?" "And we don't know what sarcastic means, do we, Norm?" added Roger. "Sorry, boys. It's just I'm a bit tense. I keep thinking something might go wrong," he said. "What could possibly go wrong, Sarge?" said Norman. "Everything's going to be just fine. You've done all your packing and put in all your clothes for the lovely hot weather, haven't you? You just leave everything to me and Rog." "Thanks, boys. And you're right. Everything's going to be just fine," said the sergeant happily. And as he headed back towards the castle, he did a little skip and made a strange growling noise. I think it was him singing. After Roger and Norman had gone off with their sacks, we heard a rumbling noise in the distance. As it got closer, it got louder and louder until suddenly a horse and cart came galloping out of the trees, heading straight for us. We threw ourselves out of the way just in time. The cart went rumbling past, and as it did, two boys in very fancy clothes stuck their heads out of the back of it, sniggering and pointing at us. "Oh, my sainted trousers, Sinus!" shouted one of them, who had totally enormous teeth. "What are they doing lying in the mud?" "It's probably a peasant thing," said the other boy. "We're in the mud because you nearly ran us over," I shouted furiously. "What did you say, Mucus?" said the other boy. "Not a clue," snorted the first one, whose laugh sounded like a cross between a donkey and a pig. "It's probably some strange peasant language or something." Then, as the cart turned towards the hill leading up to the castle, the wheels hit a bump. The two boys screamed and clutched the sides of the cart. "There's no way that cart's getting up the hill," Urk mumbled from the mud. After they disappeared from sight, we heard a shrill, angry voice shouting, "What do you mean we're stuck? I'm not walking all the way up that hill." "Told you," sniggered Urk. "We need to find out who those boys are," said Veruca, as we picked ourselves up and headed off to school, "and what on earth they're doing here." "Let's ask Gaius," I said.